Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Next Goal Wins. We're here for the weekly transfer news. About the big story this week, Manchester City have renewed their interest in Raheem Sterling. This is a transfer news that I'm sure will run this summer. I can't see a fee getting agreed quickly, but it will be around the £50 million mark if it is talked about. We know Sterling missed training the other day. He was complaining about an illness, which I'm sure is a false. But anyway, it'll be interesting to see how this one does develop throughout the summer, and if they can agree a fee for Sterling. Another one with Man City, and another English player, looks like they're after. Fabian Delph for £8 million, the Aston Villa captain, made captain last season. He signed a new contract in the summer for Aston Villa, and I'm sure a lot of Aston Villa fans will be really positive about the season with him, but it looks like he won't be there. So, you know, it's Delph, these contracts I see people sign, it's just to get money really for them when they do leave, especially people like Delph. I mean, Royce signed that one, but I'm sure in a year or two, if he does decide to leave Dortmund, will mean that they get some money for him. So, it's just a money-making scheme really. But yeah, Delph, he's probably just going to go sit on the bench at Man City. He might get a bit more game time, but he's got to look at people like Sinclair, who's at Aston Villa where he is now. He never played for City, and he could end up just like that, which I'm sure he won't want in his career. Another big story from England is that Yohan Cabaye has joined Crystal Palace. Now, this one, I've seen a lot of people on Twitter talking about it as Palace fans, massive boost for their team, a huge signing. But I would err on the side of caution with Cabaye. I mean, he was getting kept out of the team by not Paul Pogba or these great midfielders. It was by Thiago Motta. I mean, Thiago Motta, yes, a few seasons ago, the most passes in successful passes in the whole of Europe. So, you know, he's doing something right. But I'm sure if Crystal Palace had signed Thiago Motta today, they wouldn't be walloping and cheering. And these are the people that are keeping Cabaye at the side. So just err on the side of caution with Cabaye. We seem to have this asphyxiation in England that because someone's played in the Premier League or because someone's good enough, they should come to the Premier League, which doesn't always the case. And yes, because Cabaye's played it before, he has that reputation. But I wouldn't say that he's going to come and change them. I mean, people are talking about him taking them to a top 8 team. I can't see that happening. If he do go to the top 8, it'll be because of the foundations they already have, and Cabaye just filling in. He won't be that linchpin that soars them into that stratosphere. It's a good signing, but I don't think it's a great signing. Another staying in London transfer news is that Albano has joined West Ham. The Hammers signed Albano from Juventus. Big centre-half, who played for Torino a few seasons ago until Juventus took him off him. It's hard for him to get in the team, you know. Barzagli, Chiellini, Bonucci, he can't really get in that team, so a move to West Ham's favourable for all parties. Albano, he's a good strong centre-half, bit of pace on him, I know people on FIFA will know about, but in real life, yeah, he's got a good bit of pace about him, strong in the air, and at Torino is a very commanding figure. For such a young man, he's a bit of a leader on the pitch, which West Ham really need, but they've signed a lot of players this summer, and hopefully they'll build on that with Bilic. Next up, we've got Stoke. Stoke have had a bit of business. They've signed Shay Given from Aston Villa, just a one-year contract, 39 years of age now, but they've signed him because Asmir Begovic looks like he's on his way out to Chelsea to take Petr Cech's places on the sidelines for Chelsea. The second goalkeeper, I'm sure he'll be behind Courtois. I don't see him getting first-team football, so I'm not really sure why he'd go, but a signing that Chelsea fans will be happy of. Big news though for Newcastle. Newcastle, the fans, you know, I see on Twitter revolting against Ashley. You see these people talking massively anti-Ashley, and one thing Ashley needs to do is buy well, and I think they could with Wijnaldum, who's coming in from PSV. If it wasn't for Memphis Depay, Wijnaldum would be the standout player from that PSV side. He's a really talented young footballer, and he'll offer so much to that team. He offers goals, assists, he's got that short centre of gravity, he can quick run around people, a great array of passes. His little jinking runs in behind the strikers are just excellent, something Newcastle need. But more importantly for him, he scores goals from midfield, which is something they really lack. And he could set up another potential signing, Alexander Mitrovic from Anderlecht. Mitrovic talked about a lot as a young striker who's going to push on to that next grade as a world beater. I haven't seen a lot of him, I've seen some of him for Anderlecht, and he's a clinical goal scorer, he's a finisher. And that's something Newcastle need. They haven't had it in 10 years, a proper goal scorer since Shearer left, a out-and-out 20 goals a season man. And Mitrovic hopefully can become that if he progresses into the player he's meant to be. And if he does, Newcastle will have a real signing on their hands. That's it for the big transfer news this week. I'll be back again tomorrow for the daily upload. Please like the video, please subscribe to me, and leave your comments below. I'll see you in the next one.